BASF, helping you to do the biggest job on Earth.
Well, it's starting to sound like a broken record, but there's another record land sale, this time to the tune of $30,000 per acre. So is it a trend or a one-time phenomenon? A record-breaking sale has made its rounds on social media. 73 acres in Sioux County, Iowa that sold for $30,000 per acre last week. The total price, more than $2.1 million. The company selling the property says the buyer was a local farmer. So now others want to know, where does this crazy land market end?
Yeah, that's a really good question, because I wouldn't have bet we'd ever see a $30,000 sale this year either.
Brent Gloy of Ag Economic Insight says he thinks the jetliner has hit and farmland values will be at least at cruising altitude for now.
I think it's going to slow down real fast, for a few reasons, but number one being the higher interest rates are going to start having an impact on this land market.
While the rise in land values may slow, one-off record sales could continue.
There's a lot of money in the farm sector, and for people that see that farm that they really want, they've got money to pay that, and so those values will stay pretty strong.
He says where he could see land values softening is the more marginal land, but he warns commodity prices today are only fueling the land market.
Put $7 corn into your budget for the next 10 years, you can support pretty high farmland prices. The question, though, is whether we think that is kind of where things settle out.
Last month, land in Richardson County, Nebraska sold for more than $27,000 per acre, and Plymouth County, Iowa saw a $26,000 per acre land sale. And FBN economist Kevin McNew thinks the fuel for farmland, which is commodity prices, could continue.
We think, farmland values probably continue to stay high as long as commodity markets stay high, which I think they will for the next year or so. We're in a much different paradigm than probably what I've seen in my 50 years in agriculture, where we have really, really constrained supplies and demand growth that is really through the roof. And I think that's a catalyst for farmers for the next year or so, for sure.
$30,000 per acre, just mind-blowing. Well, make sure you tune in next weekend for our annual Harvest of Thanks special. We are working on those heartfelt stories that show the best of rural America. You can catch those next weekend here on U.S. Farm Report. But that does it for this weekend. We hope to see you next weekend as we work to build on our tradition. Have a great weekend, everyone.
U.S. Farm Report is produced and distributed by Farm Journal Broadcast.